Hello, I am Dr. Narendra Gupta. I welcome you all to my homeopathic channel, Enlighten Homeopathy or Homeopathy Enlighten. This is just a reversal of the word, but meaning will remain the same. So I put two different names because I have two different channels. One is Hindi channel and this one is English channel. Means channel where my videos are in English language. This has been created because of the demand from the viewers. So now let's see a very short case of opium. For the sake of explanation, I have written it on the paper because I may not miss something. So I will read it out from the paper, and in between I will try to give my commentary also so that you can get full glimpse of the case, so that you can comprehend the case. Comprehension word is very important because Hanuman gave that homeopathy should be based on easily comprehensible principles. It should be, but whatever theories most of the stalwarts have given are not comprehensible. Forget about the easy. They all have become myths. So that is why there are so many explanations of the same thing. Or if you see homeopaths, for one patient, if 20 homeopaths are there prescribing homeopath for that particular patient, they will prescribe 20 different remedies claiming that they are correct. So how can it be easily comprehensive principles? So they understand, they comprehend the principles of homeopathy, then all of them 20, they should have prescribed the same remedy, though they might be adopting different kind of method, different kind of method of selecting remedies, but they should have arrived at the same conclusion. Once patient is same, so there can't be 20 different prescriptions and all of they claim that they are correct, but they are not correct. They are absolutely wrong. Otherwise, why should a patient comes to me or to so many other homeopaths even after taking treatment for last 20 years? So this itself shows that those homeopaths he has been to for curing were wrong, though they claim they are right. So self-proclamation is not a correct thing. So let's see a very short case. So an old lady is 73 years, complaining of cough and coryza, irritation in the throat that causes cough, slight breathing problems due to change of weather, came to me for treatment. Cough began only 2 days ago, not a very chronic case. So she was expressing fear in her talk. Just cough is 2 days old, but this old lady is having some fear because of cough. She explained her complaint. Whenever my cough coryza start, it extends to my chest, giving me asthmatic breathing. So I have come to you immediately. I said, there is cough just for 2 days and she has come to you or come to me immediately. So the rubric amounts to alert. As soon as the cough began, she became alert to take action so that this same cough may not reach to her lungs or lower respiratory tract. I use warm water to drink throughout the winter season. So why? So suppose she does not take warm water, lukewarm water, so she might get cough, she might get throat infection, etc. So this action amounts to the rubric cautious. She told me that she had been under treatment of a homeopath for the last 3 years. You see the situation, how bad it is. He is not able to cure, and then this patient keeps on going there because there is a myth that homeopathy acts slowly. This is not. This is absolutely wrong statement. Homeopathy is the fastest pathy of the world. But her appearance gave the impression that she could not afford the fee of that private doctor. She has been telling a lie. This is according to my judgment. So, to confirm her statement, I interrupted her. Then she revealed, whenever this cough comes, I go to the doctor and take medicine for 10 to 15 days only, and I remain without the medicine for rest of the period. So it means for the last 3 years, he has just taken medicine for 45 to 50 days during the last 3 years, but still this cycle has not broken. This is the failure of that particular homeopath. So this cough recurs after a period of about 3 months. So she is a liar. She is telling a lie. The rubric is liar. As doctor is too far and I am an old lady, I could not go there. Your dispensary is very nearby, so I came to you. So she came because I sit in a charitable dispensary for some time, and that's why she has come to me to save the money, not because I am near to her. So I charge only very less money for 7 days. So she has come because of this reason, not because that I am in her reach. So I prescribed the medicine on this, whatever she has said now. I have not tried to explore her mental state, but whatever picture, whatever conversation was going on, I just extracted that mental state of the patient. I understood the mental state of the patient and I prescribed the remedy. So you are not to extract the mental symptoms. You are not to direct your question as if you are trying to extract something. You are to dig out something of the patient's mind. No, whatever patient is telling you, listen to him or her coolly, calmly, and try to understand what the patient is want to convey to you, what kind of feeling she has. So that is the mental state of the patient, and you have to prescribe on that mental state. Then prescription will be accurate, 100% accurate. I prescribed the medicine. After taking the medicine from the dispenser, she asked whether she has to pay every time whenever she comes. It was already a charitable dispensary. The charges are extremely low, almost nil. Even then, she was asking that again she will have to pay. Though she has said that she had been under treatment for the last 3 years from a very expensive doctor. So this shows that she is a liar. So she was finding the distance of earlier doctor too much and now charges are pinching her. Both these expressions amount to fear extravagance of, and also show that earlier she had told me a lie that she was under the treatment of a private doctor whose charges are much more than my charitable dispensary. So she came 5 minutes before our dispensary time, and when she compounder came at right time, she arrived, this patient arrived 5 minutes earlier than my clinic timing, and my compounder, my disease helper came exactly at the right time, but she inquired, asked her when the doctor will come. She reached at 9 o'clock, but I reached dispensary at 9:07. I was 7 minutes late. So during this period, she asked many a times why the doctor has not come, what time will come. So this shows her impatience nature. She was impatient. So how you are to arrive there at rubrics? Rubrics taken are alert, cautious, liar. Liar means lies, never speaks the truth, does not know what she is saying. This is important. Not only the liar word is, the total rubric is important. She was unconsciously telling lie, not consciously. That's why the rubric does not know what she is saying. She was telling lies and even not understanding the effect of her statement means a lie. Opium speaks like a defective machine which always delivers wrong signal. So this is the subtle meaning of this rubric. Another rubric is fear, extravagance of, and impatience. So after this whole conversation, I prescribed a dose of opium and then other routine one for 7 days. But she came back after 3 days only and reported cough was much better. Difficult breathing did not develop. She was asked to continue the same medicine because she consumed 7 days medicine within 3 days. Why? Not because that she was impatient, but because it was a cheaper medicine. She had not to spend much more on the medicine. That's why she consumed it. Then again she came back after 3 days only, though she had been taking medicine for 7 days, but she came back 3 days after. She was feeling comfortable both in cough and breathing. Again routine remedy was prescribed for her. She came again in December 04, means after almost a year. She came earlier, she came on 18th January. Now she has come back in December 04 with the same complaint but with lesser intensity. She took treatment for just 3-4 days in January. Now she has come back in December, almost 12 months, but his cycle has broken. But earlier homeopath who has been treating for last 3 years, means several times during 3 years, was not able to break the cycle, though he was also claiming that his prescription was correct. So if we want to remain in dark and deceive ourselves, so it is your choice. But your medicine should break the cycle of the disease. Then only you can say that this is the correct prescription. So she came again in December 4, then with the same complaint but with the lesser intensity and with her mind not exhibiting much fear about the disease. So mentality has also changed. She reported that she remained well for the whole year. But earlier she has to visit 2-3 times to that particular homeopath. Again, she was prescribed the routine remedy, not the opium, because I know that her body is healing by itself, because when she came during January, I prescribed opium and that opium has set her vitality in harmony. So now healing is going on. Even December, even after 12 months, healing is still on. So you are not to interrupt that healing by giving remedy. Those symptoms have come back, but they are of lesser intensity. So time duration of repeating the medicine is not important. You may repeat within an hour, or you may not repeat even after a year or 2 years or 3 years. The same 30 potency. So this is again a myth in homeopathy that 30 should be repeated frequently or not should be, but it can be repeated frequently. 200 not to repeat for 1 month, 1 week, or some say 1 month. There is no logic behind them. Whatever these homeopaths say, they just say whatever comes into their mind. They do not have a clear-cut logic. Why should 30 be repeated frequently, and why should not 200 be repeated frequently, and why not 1 should be repeated before 1 month or 2 months? Everyone has his own opinion. So does science has based on opinion? No. Science is just an understanding of the natural laws present in the nature. So if you say homeopathic is science and art is all right. Say science. All the homeopaths should have one remedy for one patient, though they may be using any kind of method of selecting the remedy, but ultimate remedy should be the same, which is not so. It means they work on their myth, according to their myths, according to whatever is there in their mind. So they do not prescribe medicine on principles. That is why homeopathy is not a dependable science. has not become a dependable science, though it is dependable, but we homeopath make it undependable. The society do not depend on us, though they want to take treatment for homeopathy, but they are not very sure that they should totally depend on homeopathy. So we should change this state of homeopathy by changing our mindset, and should realize that we homeopaths lacks many things. There is no use of boasting about oneself. There is a need that one should correct oneself. So now we should introspect and should pay more attention on correcting ourselves depending on our prescription. Or so I think this much lecture is enough for today. But gradually I will keep on bringing your attention to more bad areas of homeopathy. Thank you. We'll meet again. Hope you are enjoying my videos. Not like a comedy film, horror film, but by gaining knowledge that you can apply in your clinic. Hope you are improving in your knowledge. Thank you very much.